Harris will have a minute to regroup.
Good job, man. Grab the chair. Grab the chair. Don't get careless. Don't get... Tyrone, my bad. Don't get careless, man. Don't get careless. If you're standing in front, you got to move. He's hitting you low because you pull his head down. Don't do that, okay?
Lean back just a little bit, Tyrone. Listen, that was a beautiful round. Nice round. He's starting to get anxious now. You're taking the play from him. You're in charge, and he's starting to get anxious. He's picking up the pace. Do not let him. We're matching his fucking speed. We're matching his pace, okay?
Action from round 3. Watch the low blow. The right arm of Harris was around Quintero's head, bringing Quintero down. Sorry, Raul Caiz, that's not a low blow. If the punch is landed low because the fighter who throws it, his neck is being pushed down, technically that's not a low blow. And Caiz as much as said that when he said, hey, don't wrap your arm around his neck.
Antonio, I suppose there's degrees of low blow, but they all hurt, huh?
They all hurt.
And is it a mistake for a fighter not to take more time? It's a macho thing to say I'm not that hurt.
Great left hand. Yeah, you got, especially in Harris's case, he should have just relaxed a little longer.
But now it looks like he's rejuvenated and he's full of fire now, and Quintero's taking needless shots and holding on. Now Quintero bangs back and Harris backs off. Harris tries to loop that punch in. Now he'll take to the body and straight shots, and he's driving Quintero back and making him rethink things.
Quintero's looking at the referee. I don't know why.
He's not taking those punches well at all.
Remember, Quintero's only loss, or we should remind you, he was KO'd and won in Mexico, but has won 12 straight. And you know, when this fight was made, saying, is this really a step up? Well, now this is. Based on just 3 rounds, this is Quintero's toughest test to me, Steve.
Well, very hard fight to figure, because round 3 was all Quintero. And now round 4 has been totally Harris, the most one-sided fight, one-sided round of the fight so far.
What's Harris doing so effectively here, Tyrone?
Right now,
or I should say Antonio.
Right now, he's asserting himself. You know, I guess he feels like he's tasted Quintero's power, and now he's saying, okay, let me see, can he take mine?
Does he need to be on the jab more?
I think he needs to assert himself a little bit more. Just push forward and just let him go. You know, get comfortable enough to just say, okay, I'm going to take a few risks.
Now he's taking some punches. Quintero, though, walks into a shot, so he's wide open. It's the stuff we've really enjoyed about him. Makes him a TV fighter.
You can't miss Quintero if you counterpunch against him, that's for sure.
Harris with a very tight package. He just really looks like a solid, foundationally fit fighter. Well, fit is a big question here. He complains about being hit behind the head there by Harris, does Quintero. But Harris's conditioning will be a factor. He did not make weight yesterday, and he looked great doing it, trying.
Here we go. Box.
But you know, he's got good bounce in his legs. And he's been coming forward. He's used his reach intelligently to create space.
Whoa.
A barrage of punches. They throw shots together, so they're winging bombs now. Harris staying more in control, and Quintero says, let's make it a slugfest.
Let's hope that all the rest of the rounds are as competitive as this, and we have a classic on our hands.
That's it. Very close call. Crowd getting into it big as we close out round 4.
Action from round 4. Ooh. Harris couldn't land more flush if he tried, and you could see Quintero, as Antonio said, did not take these punches well. You see him back off. For the first time in the fight, one of the fighters was against the ropes, and it was Quintero. Exactly the opposite of what we would have guessed. Harris took advantage. He won the round. He didn't have a great last minute or last 30 seconds. Quintero came back on, and there you see the counterpunch by Harris. But it was a good last minute for Quintero. Very, very back and forth. And now the end of the round, Quintero's mouth open, not a good idea. Maybe he's a little tired, while we keep expecting Harris to get tired because of his struggles to make the weight. Very interesting back and forth seesaw fight.
We go to the fifth. Antonio Tarver, unofficially, we have it 3 rounds to 1 Harris. Talk about modifications now that Marvin Quintero must do, because when young fighters have it all their way, they don't have to make adjustments. Now he's faced adversity. What does he have to do different?
Right now, he just has to stick to the game plan and do not, by no means, get passive right now. He's in a fight. And in order to get to that next level of championship boxing, this is what you have to go through.
He's getting driven back, and Harris has a boatload of confidence as he sinks shots upstairs. And here comes Quintero's hurt. He looks almost down here, and he's holding on. Tyrone Harris, the upsetting his life in the making here, and he's got over 2 minutes in round 5 to get it. Let's see.
Quintero's eyes don't look great to me. They're a little wet and a little glassy.
Antonio, how much should Harris be pressing the 2 minutes to go here?
Pressing, not out of control, but in control. Control, aggressive boxing behind a harsh, not out of control, but in control. Control, aggressive boxing behind a harsh, stiff jab. He got to let his punches go. Right now, he's giving this guy a window to recover and recuperate.
It really is. And Quintero, nobody's thrown a punch for 15 seconds. Harris now fighting, backing up. We're going to see here, you know, if conditioning is going to start to ebb into this fight, or lack of it for Harris. He's had a huge first minute of this fifth, but now he's backed off the pedal as we hit the halfway mark, and Quintero has been able to gather himself. Quintero on the left. We talked about adversity. That's probably the worst since he's come to the States to fight that he's faced.
To reiterate my point from earlier, I don't understand the style. Harris is notoriously not a very good infighter. Quintero should have gone to the inside. He would have weakened Harris further with body punching there. He hasn't done much of that. I don't understand the strategy. I really don't.
We'll see if it changes the second half of this fight. Oh, a body shot from Harris drives Quintero back. So he has Quintero rethinking all night. He's gotten his attention, his respect, and he's winning this fight. Tyrone Harris in an absolute must situation. There's that right hand, that sneaky uppercut that Quintero loves. Nice shot from Quintero. He's in and he's out.
Now, with Quintero, what I see, he's still trying to get him in with that big shot, and he's missing by inches. So he's always still has a puncher's chance.
He sure does, and he's getting clipped with counter punches, but now he's countering the countering.
This is such an intriguing fight, because every time one guy takes the advantage, the other guy comes back.
Oh, Quintero ran into a stone-cold punch there. A power shot that could have stolen a round for Tyrone Harris. Halfway through, if it goes 10, stick around.
Levanta la vista. Dame tu mano. Gordo, por favor. Mira, no me cansado. Espérate. No pongas cara, te estamos poniendo. Le ponemos ganar si hacemos el trabajo adecuado para este momento.
If we're going to win, you got to work.
Te sigues aventando y no más calculando el cruzado y te estás ensartando por no manejar la cintura. Estás en corto, abajo, arriba, mueve por este lado, abajo y arriba. 1, 2, 3, pero sostenido.
Action from round 5. You see Harris reaching with a shot there, but he is on the attack, and it pays off. Again, Quintero for the second time in the fight. Caught on the ropes, no response. And this is the end of the round. Harris with a huge right hook. The best punch of the round. It was enough for me to give Harris round 5.
And I did as well. And Steve, Antonio picked up on a thing that we've had confirmed by the promoter anyway of Quintero. He's broken his right hand.
Well, he's complaining that it's hurt. I don't know if it's broken or not, but it's definitely affected him. He's shaking his left hand.
Now, as a fighter, when does your corner, is it up to your corner to start seeing that the guy's shaking his hand, the little subtleties, and exploit that?
I just really don't know. I've never broken my hand, knock on wood, but that's a major disadvantage to be in a fight this heated, and you can't use your best weapon.
Absolutely. But from Harris's point of view, can his corner pick up on that?
Yes, if they're sharp enough to know that if something's wrong, if he's not throwing his left hand effectively, yeah, he's tentative with the left hand.